got that bartender to do it, right? When we were traveling?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and 151, ladies, or 150.
150.
I counted wrong.
Yes.
I counted wrong.
This is not whiskey.
Yet.
Little wild turkey.
This is whiskey, though, right?
This is whiskey.
So we're gonna do
Who's
our first shot.
Our first shot back.
First shot back, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers to a long hiatus and to 150. The reason I have it on my head is my wife and I have a tradition of taking our shots with the shot glass on our head, and she's off camera. She's taking a shot with us, so cheers to my wife. Cheers to Albert. Thank you for coming all this way. Luckily, you have a place to stay because we're going to be drinking.
Yeah. I try not to do shots these days, but this is a special occasion.
It's a special occasion.
Yeah, and if you guys, are listening wherever you may be, feel free to do a shot with us. Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Kompai.
Kompai. That's hachimachi.
It's probably watered down. Oh, my God.
Thank you. Oh.
150, David.
150, buddy. Did you... You mentioned that it'd be hard to get here, and I didn't realize how hard it would be. We've had some hiccups along the way. We were supposed to do this over a month ago, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then some shit happened, and then I was away. I was working away. One of those we actually got together.
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit about that. And then I went to Mexico.
Yes. I was super happy that you were out and about.
Yeah. So, a lot. And it was funny because I knew, usually when you're at poignant moments in your life, a lot of things are going to, get in the way of that. And that was never really the case because we were only supposed to, the last episode was like at the end of November sometime.
Yeah.
And we were going to try to do one in January. We were going to, and then again, all this stuff just happened. So, and I knew when those things happen from time to time, you're going to go through a little bit of a rough patch. So, and it's funny because, yesterday I was like prepping the website and stuff like that. Because what I do is I go and I just, you have to create the page that this lands on. Not to get too technical or anything like that.
It's way too much for Bree. He handles all that. I just buy the liquor.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the numbers and like our numbers are like really like nothing. like everyone else. For a minute, everyone else went on vacation too. So I'm just like, guys, we're back. I swear.
Yeah, I say we're here. You've been ramping up the Instagram as well. You've been cutting through the clips and stuff. So bringing back some old stuff.
Yeah, that was one really good thing though. While we were away, one day I just sat down and I went through all the shows that we didn't have clips, and I felt like I was couponing. I'm there just like, I'm like that's a clip, but then I made like a rule. I'm like, I'm only doing one clip per show because we were so behind on editing. So now that we're caught up, I just have this little what's the word I'm looking for? Armoire filled with clips. So I've been dropping those, but I've been trying to drop them so that like each week that they come, they kind of mean something.
I gotcha.
So so hopefully they have. We just dropped the bidet clip, and I just saw your bidet live in action.
Yes.
I wasn't sitting on it. I just wanted to see how it worked.
Did you spray yourself?
Yeah. I was like, what's all the hubbub about? Oh, all right. Yeah.
So that goes up your anus, huh?
Yeah. And I was so I was so just enamored by the way it works because right it pulls water from the tank.
No, it actually pulls water. It's like it takes it right from the same. Oh,
here's Anvil.
He has no idea what he's talking about. It pulls water from the tank. I installed it.
That's what I figured.
I thought it was somewhere else.
And like, and as I'm thinking about it, because in my tank, you know, as we've talked before, I've installed 2,000 flushes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You did mention that.
Yeah. And so there's like chlorine and stuff in there. So I'm like, I can't bidet right now. Otherwise, I'm going to get chlorine up my ass. This watch
is a burning sensation.
Yeah. Maybe my ass does need chlorine, though. Let's face it.
Wait a minute.
Actually, it pulls from the water line before it hits the tank.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's attached to the tube.
Okay.
See, that's
okay.
What I was saying. See?
Okay.
Aha!
All right.
You have no idea.
No, I knew. I was like, no, it doesn't go to the tank. It comes from the tank. No, see? Aha.
Some more investigating has to be kind of going through to get all the bidet stuff going on. If you could pass me my phone so I could wrote down. But I mean, there's tons of topics that we got to get to. I know right now we're just kind
I
of.
feel like it's gonna be a long show just to catch up on everything that's happened since my hurricane. I was in New Orleans working. You know what the thing about New Orleans is, or New Orleans is once you eat at a restaurant, all the other restaurants are pretty much the goddamn same. They all have gumbo, they all have jambalaya, they all have like baked oysters, and it's just like, I want something else. I did find a Thai restaurant that was really good, and then we went to this other. We had like our end of the show dinner with the boss and stuff, and they had some good wings and stuff, and I had posted some pictures. But yeah, it's like Bourbon Street is dirty.
That's why it needs bourbon,
dude.
It needs to be cleansed.
Yeah, like you have to be like. I don't know if that's just water runoff or piss. You know what I mean? It's like, wow. It is. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't get to explore it the way most people did because I still had to be at work the next day. I couldn't just be going fucking hurricaning it up and shit, you know? I didn't even have a hurricane. I didn't even have a hurricane now that I think about it.
When I was in Japan, we went through a tsunami. So we would have tsunami parties in the barracks out there. And those were fun, you know.
Yeah.
We're all just getting liquored up and just.
Do we die? Are we gonna die?
Well, no. Ironically, during our tsunami party, that's when 9/11 happened, and so then there was that brash of everybody snap out of it. We're going to war.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, I remember the moment that 9/11 happened. I was like, I was sleeping because I worked like second shift, and my brother wakes me up. We're under attack, and I'm like, what? So I'm like, Red Dawn? What's going on here? You know, and then you look at the news, you're like, holy shit, that's crazy.
This is gonna sound very controversial, but you know, I feel that balloons. There's no fear in them. I mean, I get it. We see them. We're like, oh my God, we're under surveillance. What are we gonna do? You know what I mean? But I'm like, well, if that's their form of attack, that's kind of a bit lenient.
I mean, sure. I mean, it just depends. Like, they're over Montana. What is like? China's like they have cattle. Like what? I don't know. Like, we don't know if they have poisonous gas or something. So I mean, I get it, but how did it take that long to notice a balloon?
Because we never noticed it before. So sometimes you could be too high tech for your own good.
Yeah, you
know, not like this show. This show is very low tech. Even though it looks high tech, it's very low tech. I assure you.
The balloons are getting a bad name.
I
want balloons for my birthday. Are you a commie?
Yeah. That's what it's going to be about. We're all going to be banning balloons.
Yeah. No more balloons at parties. That'd be hilarious.
I wonder if the Air Force, like, if you could claim PTSD, the guys that shot down a balloon are like, you know what? I can never see a balloon again.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. What's going on with that?
It's all clowns, now balloons. I can never go to a circus.
It's getting crazy out there, you know? Apparently trains being derailed
isn't new. I mean, it's a
there's
lot more with chemicals than what's happening. It's not the derailment that's really the problem.
Yeah.
It's the all the hazardous waste that's on these. Like how all of a sudden, like how in one fell swoop, like this is where like the conspiracy theorists are coming in. Like, what's going on? How is it all these derailments are happening at the exact moment and they all have hazardous waste? I'm like, maybe we shouldn't be carrying hazardous waste.
Yeah, how about that?
Maybe other ways of carrying it. Well, actually, no, because
we can't have it in the air.
a truck just overturned and it had hazardous waste in it too. So it's like, why are we carrying mustard gas across the state lines?
Because there's hot dog gas that needs to be accompanied by it.
Yeah.
You know. Duh. The show never changed, guys.
Yeah.
The show just
never changed.
you missed nothing. These past couple of months, nothing you've missed.
Same fucking gibberish.
Oh man!
Have you seen the new shoes that are out? The new fashion craze.
No.
The red boots.
No.
Oh my god! Here.
Show me.
So.
Show me this new You know me. I am 100% fashionista.
Yeah. Okay. You want to?
Those are cool.
I will slap. You
I want
across
those.
the fucking face.
I want
I will
those.
slap you across the face.
Those look like
I don't know if
the.
you can see.
Yeah, you can. Those.
Most of you know. I mean, some of us don't. Dude, they're like, what would you call them? Like Mickey Mouse shoes?
No, I would call them plastic Santa Claus shoes.
Not even that. It's like I feel like it's a video games. Like they're like
How do you even
they're
put 'em
semi-sonic.
on?
They're semi-sonic fucking like shoes.
I'm so intrigued. How do you even put them on?
I
Does
think
your
you just
foot-
slide in.
That's a tough slide in.
Yeah, dude, I actually texted one of my coworkers. I go, if I see this at the show, I'm taking their badge. Get out of here. You don't belong here.
You know, it's so funny that you mentioned shoes because I just bought a pair of shoes for work last month.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to give these guys a shout out, and it's this little company called Skechers. And
They're up and coming. Up and coming.
I buy them every year. Like clockwork, but I usually buy them, out there in Azusa. That's where they have an outlet store. I never go to like the Macy's or JCPenney's or Sears or anything like that.
Well, they don't really have really good shoes at those fucking places anymore.
Right. So I usually end up going to the Skechers warehouses. And I've been going to this particular, you know me, I'm a loyal guy. I go to one particular one, and that's it. But because of my move, I found a new one.
Okay.
That was somewhat close by, about a 25, 30-minute drive.
As opposed to like an hour.
Yeah. But, like I'm finding excuses to come into the San Gabriel Valley. I'm like, let me go in there. Oh, I need my car washed.
This is there's plenty of car washes out there.
Not like the ones in San Gabriel Valley. Not like the ones in West Covina.
That are right by the cove.
Exactly. So I go to this new one, and this is what I understand and I hate is and maybe this makes me a commie. I don't know.
We're gonna go. That's gonna be the theme of the show.
Yeah.
Where you do something wrong, you're a commie.
Yeah. But I want every, building to be the same. And I want, like, when you walk into any Skechers warehouse for it to be cookie cutter the same. Because they're not. You walk in and it's different format.
Here's the thing, because I feel like that about Walgreens. When I have to go to Walgreens in different states and shit, it's like, this is the wrong aisle. Like, this shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
This is not where I first walk into.
Exactly. So I go there and I start, looking around and I find a pair of shoes. I try them on. And when you try on a pair of shoes, do you really try them on? Because to me, trying on a pair of shoes is like, let me walk around the store for about an hour. But I don't think they would let you do that.
No.
It's no. You put them on. You
stand up.
You stand up. Take four steps. Because after 5, you have to buy them.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I think these will work. So I did 4 steps. was like, okay, I think these will work. They fit a little snug, but just got to break them in.
Yeah.
So I go and I buy them. And then I wait till I bought them right in January. We were still on break. We were still on vacation. And I waited for the first week of work to begin. So I put them on. They were still like really small. I'm like, you know what? They felt small. They felt little. And every day my feet were hurting more and more. And I was like, I don't get it. I buy the same shoe, not necessarily the same shoe, but
but every year it's brand every year. You say the same model, but it's the new. They always make changes, so it's like.
Yeah, and I'm like, I've bought these consistently for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just gotta break them in. So this goes on for a month, and it's gotten to that point where I was getting off of work and crying, literally tears. I'm like, these shoes were made by the devil. I was like, something's going on with these shoes. And my boss was like, just take them back. I'm like, dude, it's been like a month and I really warned them. He's like, just take them back. At least they'll give you maybe a discount or something like that.
Yeah, because often there's a warranty with the shoe that you get. Like it's not the store's warranty, but the shoe's warranty.
Yeah,
the company.
So I go back and right then and there I go, I'm missing the gym. I'm like, I'm not going to the gym. I'm going straight there. This has to be dealt with immediately. I go there and I'm walking with a pair of shoes, and the guy's like, oh, what seems to be the problem? And I'm like, these shoes were made by the devil himself. I was like, I've never experienced pain like this in my entire life.
Wearing shoes.
I bought shoes from you guys.
I'm on disability for this.
Yeah. I'm like, this was mental anguish that came with these shoes. Something's going on with these shoes. I have no idea what.
Did he chuckle?
No, he was very professional. And he goes, well, where's your receipt? And I go, I bought this with cash. He's like, how long ago? A month ago. Everything was against me. He's like, I'm going to have to call the manager. I'm like, of course, this is a manager moment.
Yeah, this is totally a manager
this
moment.
This is why, man. And meanwhile, the just that day, I dropped flour on the shoes. They'd been okay, but that day, boom, they looked horrible. And they smelled bad too. I felt like, oh my God,
why am I here? I'm just gonna walk out of the store.
Yeah, I'm like, I should just buy new shoes and throw these away. So then I talked to the manager. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I've bought these shoes time and time again, and she's like, well, maybe just this cut didn't work out for you. And I'm like, yeah.
You think?
Yeah. And so she's like, where's your receipt? Where's this? So I have to explain to her. And she's like, you know what? We normally don't do this, but go ahead and get yourself another pair. And I'm like, thank you. I'm like, I have been a Skechers loyalist for at least 3 or 4 years. I'm like, but this is the one. I'm like, I never do this. Usually I would take it, but I'm like, I was crying, at work. These are horrible. These are the devil. I just kept on saying, these are the devil. These are the devil. Burn them. I'm like, I don't care what you do with them. Just burn them. Do whatever.
Covered in holy water.
Yeah. Give them an exorcism.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm done with them. So I went to the same aisle that I got the shoes. And I'm there just looking at the shoes, and one of the clerks walks up to me. And he's like, sir, I can't help but notice, but you're in the women's aisle of shoes. And I just start laughing. I'm like, of course. And I start and I go, I bought shoes in this aisle. I'm like, why isn't there no sign that says these are women's shoes? This is the line.
And there's a big sign up there that says women's shoes.
Like, there's nothing. I'm like, it's very confusing. And he's like, would you like to know where the men's shoe line is? I'm like, yes. I'm like, and I hold on to him like this. Walk me there. So he walks me there, and I get the shoes, and then
exact same shoes,
the exact
but
same
in men's.
And I walk up to the manager. I'm like, I was wearing women's shoes. That's why. That's why. She just starts laughing. Oh my God. That month, now I know what, like I understand when women say
Their feet hurt?
Their feet hurt. I've walked more miles in women's shoes than some women. You know, I was like, am I a cross-dresser now? Maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, you weren't wearing heels, but...
No, I felt like I was.
Oh, man. That is awesome. You would. I mean, I look at it like, I can't believe it. Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe
It's to this point in the show where they're like, Albert.
It's Albert.
It's Albert.
Of course that happens
Everything
to
that
you.
I do, they're like, yeah, of course. They're like, that would never happen to me, but you,
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever bought the wrong
sex shoe?
sex shoe or the gender? Because you know what? And that made me think too. All these people that are like, I'm not binary. I'm you know, whatever. Yeah. I'm like, you are until you buy shoes. Then that's when you come to a line of like, okay, I'm only buying this type of shoes because your feet distinguish you. You know? Jeez.
It's like, that's funny. Actually, that's many jokes within itself. No, I always make it a point to buy a shoe predominantly men. There are a lot of gender neutral shoes that like men and women can wear them now.
Where's this at? Not at Skechers. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just got some Hokas.
I don't even know what that is.
It's not a new shoe, but it's a brand of shoe that's made for like walking and running. They apparently make me like 2 inches taller.
I need 4 of those pairs immediately.
Yeah, they're made for comfort. Like you should look into those instead of Skechers. But I know you like your Skechers. You're a loyalist.
Yeah.
That or the Brooks. Brooks are very comfortable shoes. I actually think I might want to get me another pair of Brooks. My last pair got ruined during the college football fucking championship. During the monsoon that I was outside. Dude, it hasn't rained like that in California in a long time. That shit was coming sideways. It pelted me in the face, like hurting me. It was like, I think, like death by 1,000 cuts. I was swimming in my own shoes. Like, I could show you them later. Like the fucking...
Go bring them. I was like, this is a visual medium as well.
Okay. I'll show you. I lost all the... Like, the insole just slid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you're listening to the show, thank you so much for listening to us on the many streaming partners that we are available on. And for more information on that, go ahead, log on to drinkstowardsby.com and take a look at our streaming partners and click that subscribe button. But if you're so inclined, you want to actually watch us visually, go ahead and log on to our YouTube. And there at Drinks to Words By, you can see our YouTube channel, and from there you can, watch the show, not live, but just watch the pre-recorded
so
show.
So you see, like, they're still on the outside, still a very good-looking shoe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
To the camera.
To the camera, right here. Visually, still a very, but. Yeah, the fucking thing just slid the fuck out.
Wow.
From all the rain. Like, it was like this, like, folded in while I was walking.
Jeez.
Because the rain just fucking... Dude, it was horrendous to be out there. I'm surprised I didn't get sick. I honestly am surprised I didn't get sick. But, yeah, the insole just fucking flew the fuck out. I was trying to unfold my shoe while I was walking. It was horrible. And nothing against the shoe. It was just like, dude, they're not made to be in a monsoon. And that doesn't happen often. So now I just keep them because when it rains over here, the carport that you're parked in, it floods. And it, like...
I know. We did a show on that. We showed the photo.
Yeah. So it floods. So I keep these so that when wifey gets home, I carry her and I walk through that. So
very first day wedding.
Very very chivalrous of me. I'm like, okay, you gotta hold your bag. You gotta hold the umbrella. You gotta hold everything. I'm gonna hold you.
I can visually see it in my head right now. Super cute. Well, let's speak a little bit about you and your time at the college football game of the year.
Yeah, the championship
game. I was very fortunate that David was in Inglewood.
I was in your hood.
Yes. We got together. And
we were planning on dinner. It got late. I didn't think you'd want to go out late because you were all the way in Eastville at the time.
Yeah, I was driving everywhere that day for some reason. I forgot what.
Yeah, because I didn't get to spend your birthday with you, so I wanted to make it a point that we had dinner together.
Yeah, and I took him to my favorite taco spot, and it's funny because they're I was like, David, I'm like, these taco. I hate talking things up. But I'm like, dude, I love these tacos. These tacos are like my favorite thing. I look forward to them every week.
And we beat the rush.
We beat the rush,
by the way.
And that day they just were not on point. They usually they're good and they're juicy, but that day for some reason
they were good. They weren't it wasn't a bad taco. I think it wasn't what I think when you bring somebody else, it's like you want the perfect tacos. Like you want it better than you've ever had it so that someone like else can see it. And I get that. I had no problem with it. I think I had 3 tacos?
Yeah, you had 3.
Yeah, I had 3 tacos. I had good tacos. Felt I should have gone with the burrito, but and then we went to one of your local bars.
Ah, yes, the Cozy Inn.
The Cozy Inn. I actually really enjoyed that bar. It had a very Covey feel to it as far as like the round end bar.
Yeah. It was like divey, but like
twice the size of the Cove.
Yeah, and it had like activities to do. It had like 2 pool tables, and then they have the skee ball thing.
We ended up talking to the person next to us about movies, and then we started making fun of the bartender because she'd like watched John Wick out of sequence.
Yeah.
Like, how did you do this? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, because during the break, I was able to watch all 3 John Wicks back to back to back, and it was fantastic. Yeah, it was.
The 4 is coming out next month, I think.
Yeah, and it got me all primed and ready. I'm like, who's left to kill? This man has killed everybody. He's killed the entire world, and he never breaks a sweat. He's never tired. He's like, okay,
on to the next kill.
Yeah, I'm just
like he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time. Like his cardio is amazing. Cardio amazing. Like I just want to work on my cardio so I can kill people in succession. No, but while we were there, we took a shot with Annabelle.
Yeah, yes. On the via the phone,
via the FaceTimes. And then
technology.
Yeah, it's amazing. Then we actually we ordered one more round, and we ordered shots of Fernet.
Yes,
and the bartender bought them for us.
Yes,
like we made friends with the bartender in a very short period of time. Her and her roommate. So the guy that we were talking about movies with roommates.
They were roommates.
Yeah, they were roommates.
Okay, I didn't get that vibe.
Yeah, no. Well, he said it.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
story of my life.
So then I thought we were gonna call it a day, and you're like, let's go to this other bar, the bar that I had been to the year prior, because the year prior I had worked the Super Bowl at SoFi, and I found this bar, and it's another local like dive bar,
and it was on the way to where
my
you
hotel,
were staying.
Yeah,
you
where
were
I was
staying.
Yeah,
and I had researched this bar, and by research is like Googled bars around me, and I noticed that it was like the closest one by me, and I've always wanted to check it out.
Yeah. So don't ask for the well. The well's horrible there.
Don't ask for beer.
Don't ask for beer.
It's not cold.
No. If you ask for beer, make sure you have a glass of ice.
Yes, that's what we know. Why is everyone with a glass of ice holding a beer, and then as we drink the beer,
That was funny because the blue the Crip Santa Claus came in.
yeah.
So there was a DJ, random pop-up DJ. And then hold on. Ooh. Yeah. Wife's making crostinis.
Hear that crunch.
The crunch. So while we're there, the first round, I get the shitty whiskey and you get the warm beer.
Yeah.
But then we start scanning the room because the DJ's going on. And then...
By the way, the DJ was on fire.
The DJ was good.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
We only stood for a second round just because the DJ was that good.
Yeah.
We're like, damn, this is good music.
So we got a second round. And we're trying to get Crip Santa to sit with us.
Yeah.
He was real cool. But yeah, when I say Crip Santa, he had like this fucking blue suit on and then this blue overcoat with this white, like those old Jordache jean jackets, kind of like the sheepskin around. Oh man, it was amazing. But he ordered a beer with ice, with a glass of ice, and somebody else ordered like it was like, oh, that's the trick.
Yeah. Although I don't want to do that with my beer.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I wouldn't want to either.
Watered down beer.
Yeah. So it just Coors Light.
yeah. So
Fighting words.
you know, I'm still like I live close to that bar, but I'm like I don't think I'll ever go back other than just like once in a blue moon. Like let's see if this bar is still.
But then
Bad.
Then you're taking me back to the hotel, and you get this fucking hair up your ass. One more at the bar.
Yeah. I mean, I was in party mode, man.
Yeah, you were feeling it because you hadn't done it in a while, I'm sure, and
Yeah.
not a lot of people get to go visit you.
Yeah.
You're like like the equivalent of people coming to visit us in Riverside is the equivalent of you over there in Inglewood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though I live right by the stadium, and I'm like, whenever you're down for the stadium, just stop on by. You know what I mean? And people are still like, that's still kind of. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you're 5 minutes away. I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's too far out of my way. And then you proceed to talk to a lady.
No. Let's. I mean, yes, there was a woman.
So you guys have the
A woman sits next to me and just starts
it's
chatting
him on my
with
left, me, and then my friend Nestor, and we're having a drink, and we lose him. Go ahead.
Some woman just starts sits next to me. She just starts talking to me, and I got to tell you, it was very refreshing because I matched on 2 platforms with 2 females, and one female I went out on twice on a date with, but every time I talk to her, it's so tough to create conversation. Mm-hmm. And I'm like I don't get it. I feel like I'm a conversationalist.
You are.
But this she was like kryptonite. Like it was yes no answers. There was no expanding upon topics. There was nothing, and I'm like, is it me? So once this girl sat next to me and we just started talking, it was just I was more of like, okay, I don't think it's me, because we're actually able to hold on conversations for.
Oh, you held a conversation because you ignored the shit out of me. My friend
David, I could see you once a year.
My friend was like, dude, he's a player. And I'm like, no, actually, he's
Do you listen to the podcast?
Yeah. That is, I don't know who this guy is next to me right now. You were on fire. Like, you were just like, you were so in tune with her. I was like, yeah. Like, if you need to stay, I'm in this room.
Yeah, well, well, she's from Australia.
Yeah.
And I've always said this about myself. I feel that I'm an international playboy, David.
Domestic, you are shit.
Horrible.
Yeah, horrible.
Domestically speaking, but internationally,
yeah.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Well, maybe you should travel the world more.
Yes,
because apparently you were doing well in Mexico as well.
I was doing okay in Mexico.
Yeah, okay.
I was doing all right. That's what gave me this I'm international.
That's what gave me the oomph to go forward with this. I was super proud of you. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you? I mean, but
this is the opera I've been waiting for.
But I mean, do you think that there's something to that with American women as opposed to international women?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm married, so
I know. I'm
like,
asking you this. I'm like, well, you wouldn't fucking know, but
yeah. I mean, she's from another country, so
she doesn't know Albert domestically.
So, shit. You guys didn't see the dirty look I got from when I said that through all the vegetables and fruits and stuff that we have over here. So. No, I was super happy for you, and I was just like, I was calling you the next day because I like, dude, did you drive home? Like, you're like, no, I spent the night. I was like,
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Of course, because it's you. But
yeah.
That's Albert.
Yeah.
And then from there, I actually went to go work the Pro Bowl. I was in Vegas for a week.
Oh yeah.
Vegas for a week is not cool. Like, it is just too much. Like I was there for work. I get that. But it's not easy to get around there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, it's just
there's
like
there's all these casinos in the way.
Yeah, it's
like they did it on purpose.
They did it so that you can't sleep.
Yeah.
No, but like it's just like I work a long day. I want to get back to my hotel room, and you want to like get something to eat, but everything in the hotel is like fucking $60 and shit, and then to walk.
What hotel were you staying at?
I was at Caesar's Palace.
No wonder. Why were you staying at the Clown Town place?
Because it was paid for.
Okay.
I was working at the Pro Bowl.
But you get,
I don't have any say in where I stay.
Yeah, but you should get whatever it's called, like
a per diem.
Yeah,
I do get a per diem. Not food stuff. I get a per diem. They were giving us breakfast in the morning after a certain point.
Continental or real breakfast?
Continental. No, it was. I don't know what you consider real breakfast.
Like not continental.
Okay, what comes in a continental? Like, what's the difference between a continental, like Best Western?
Bacon.
Yeah,
bacon, eggs.
Continentals have that.
Not the ones I've been to.
So they had eggs.
Like, what continent
is
this breakfast from?
They had sausage, and like they had like they'll throw some different things in there, but then they have like fruits and
oh wow, that is a good
shit.
Yeah.
So but dude, it's like you're tired and you don't want to walk fucking 20 minutes to go to just a restaurant, you know, that's on the strip, and then you're like, oh, do I really want a fucking $2.99 hot dog, and it's gonna fucking wake up shit myself.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's part of the Vegas experience.
Yeah, the poop. The crazy poop. So yeah, the Pro Bowl was cool. I was just hanging out at the Raiders headquarters. I got to see the team meetings and stuff, or not the actual meetings, but like the rooms. I saw the practice field.
At this point, they need so many people. I could see you on the team too. Like, we need a quarterback. David Macias, get over here.
The new DB.
Yeah.
But yeah. Prior to that, even before the CFP, I was getting back to New Orleans. We actually just missed a tornado hitting right before we left.
Jeez.
Like, it was crazy. Like, a tornado hit the night we left. And I was like, I was in a hurricane. I just missed a tornado. I'm like, what am I going to come back to? So, here comes an earthquake. Here it comes. So technically, I've been around all natural disasters. Well, minus no. Well, what's a typhoon? A typhoon is like a tornado in the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never been in a typhoon.
If you're just joining us and playing Disaster Bingo,
my card's filling up, bitches.
David's about to get bingo on that.
Yeah. I luckily I've missed train derailments. I'm not within the train area.
Well, there's
a train line.
Yeah, well, they decided on building that train from L.A. to Vegas.
Have they again?
Yes, it's back on the menu.
It's back on?
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's supposed to be like a high-speed one, right?
Yeah, super high speed.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well,
imagine going high speed and then somebody fucking parks on the fucking tracks.
Yeah. or just decides to end it and just like walks in right. But let's not talk about
talk
about the positive things that can happen. Let's talk about the
hour to Vegas by train.
Yeah. Yeah, but at what point, because I've never flown to Vegas, and I've always wanted to. No.
It's literally like fucking 45 minutes, if that.
But I've always wanted to know, like, when you cross that line in on Vegas, like, dude, like, slot machines pop out of the plane, do like, do all of a sudden, like, the liquor starts just flowing.
No, they do have slot machines in Vegas from when you fucking either departing or arriving. There's slot machines. At the airport. So when you can start as soon as you land, start playing.
Yeah. So I want to know if it's gonna be like that on the train too.
I don't know. I don't think. I mean, the train is like, because like airports are like their own country, right? Because you can buy like liquor in an airport.
Yeah.
You can't pass TSA with the liquor, but once you pass TSA, you can buy bottles of liquor. It's fucking ridiculous.
No, it's smart because I went through that in Mexico. Mexico. Where I wanted to bring this particular tequila that was made in Zacatecas, where my father's from, and they wouldn't allow me, but they had a bottle inside that was, of course, like twice as much. Yeah, exactly. So instead of paying $2, I paid $4 for this, this bottle. And I totally get it. They're like, no, we want your money too, gringo.
Oh yeah, dude. And you know what's really funny is like I've come to the realization it's just cheaper to drink on the plane than at the airport.
Yes,
the airports are expensive.
Right now we have our own charcuterie thing happening.
Yes, the wife is setting up a
pepperoni.
Make your own crostinis.
Well, this is actually make your own like.
I don't know how to do this without.
It's all right. Just no. It adds to the motif.
Yes.
So while you're there, move that camera just this way.
And take it.
Like circle-y. There you go. The other way. A little bit more. Got it. Okay.
I'm close this because I feel like.
No, it's adding
the.
Yeah, as you're watching us right here on our YouTube channel, thank you so much for subscribing.
Woo!
And we have 35. I think
are we up to 35?
Watchers. I believe so.
Oh, that's nice.
You could be 36. You could be 36.
36 is a good number. It's a good number. Be number 36.
Yeah, it's a good.
Don't wait
number.
to be 40. Just do 36, and then whoever's 40, we thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't wait to be a specific number.
Right.
So
150. as we're celebrating a specific number.
Yeah.
150.
But that's just because that's how we go. Are you surprised we got to 150? No, and I'm going to tell you why. Was because during the pandemic, it was I went through an engineering renaissance, if you will. Because before, if you followed the show, we always did it in the at the Cove, and it's when we both kind of lived nearby there and stuff like that. So it was kind of easy. But then, of course, during the pandemic, once that happened, we were all apart, and that's when I started just going back into the studio and trying to figure things out, like how to record a phone call. And once I did that, it just unlocked all this kind of engineering in my brain, and I started learning how to do other stuff. And once I did that, I knew I can now do whatever we could do whatever we want for as long as we want. Yeah.
So now that we're reaching these numbers, and and not to throw shade on this number, but like I'm like 1,200 shows, like for myself
between everything you do.
Yeah, it's because I'm 15 years now doing this. So for me, this has become my life. This has become something that I love to do. Mm-hmm. So for me, the reaching these numbers, yes, they're important, they're great, but I know we can reach 1,000. I know we can reach whatever number that we put. So I love celebrating it, but it's just, sky's the limit now. And then once we unlock the video and stuff like that, and then the virtual shows, I'm like, okay, and now that I have my own recording studio, it's even crazier because I'm like, I almost called you. I'm like, let's do 150 virtually. I just love being at home. I love having a recording studio.
I know, and we'll go back to the virtual stuff because this is difficult, for us to meet and then everything. But we didn't have to do 150 here, but it was nice. It's nice to have you. We haven't got to really hang out. It's like we did hang out that night, but that was out and about. Yeah. This is just we get to chill, fucking watch a movie later.
Yeah.
Find some shit to watch. I think it's good for us to just kind of be with each other doing the show because we get to I love your Skechers. It's it's women's shoes. It's like a fucking Twilight Zone episode. They're women's shoes.
I know. Who's the new guy in charge of the Twilight Zone?
Oh, Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, if you're watching,
yes,
that's an episode.
That's standard episode.
The Twilight Zone. Let me direct.
If you're watching, just let us know because that would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting all falling down, dude. I was going crazy.
Fucking Lunch of Bazooka and shit.
Yeah.
There's a movie that I actually kind of want to remake, Falling Down, because I think now more than ever with fucking trauma that we've go through, it's dude. So I'm surprised. Yeah, well, there are way more mass shootings now. We have more mass shootings than days. Yay! Right. Yay, America!
Sarah Silverman, right now I like what's going on with The Daily Show. Although I do miss Trevor Noah.
I miss Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah was hilarious. He was it was a natural fit for him.
Right, but what's going on now is they have all these new guest hosts. And with whatever guest hosts they have, they can write for that person. So Trevor Noah, he wasn't very dark or whatever, you know what I mean? Whereas when Sarah Silverman, she had a joke about, why do high school kids want to go to another foreign land and join the military and get shot at when they could just be shot at home, at school. And I just was like, I was like, yes, so I really, and then Chelsea Handler and all of her baby jokes about not having kids,
making people really mad about that one.
Yeah, which I don't get, but it's whatever.
I'll never understand how people want to control a woman's uterus.
Yeah. So I really like what's going on with all these
guest hosts.
Did you fry the?
Yeah.
Did you bake the?
She fried the pepperoni.
Yeah. Yeah, guys.
Fry your pepperoni.
Do it. Yeah. I just lost track.
Yeah.
Pepperoni took charge.
You like what they're doing on the?
Yes, on the Daily Show. I do. I'm tuning in every week now.
Yes.
I'm tuning in every week because I'm so enamored by what's going on. I was late today.
Are you ever on time for anything?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I mean, let's just call a spade a spade.
Yeah, but I was particularly even more late because the water heater in my complex went out, and I wanted to take a shower, and
I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Because I haven't taken a shower in a couple of days. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I was just like, dude, I need to.
You could have lied to us. You could have just lied.
You would have known, but
I was like, I'm gonna be around people. I should shower.
Yeah. So
how do your coworkers feel about this?
Oh, but I'm in the dish room, so there's water spraying everywhere. It's
So he's getting
yeah. You know,
I'm Misty Clean.
Yes. By the way, my new fragrance, Misty Clean. Check for it at a store near you, in the women's section. But for men. But
do you use it like a lady's razor too?
Yes, I have. When worst case scenario, like when I used to live at home and I was a kid, and I would run out of razors because at the time, do you maybe some of you guys are not going to remember this, but there was a time where they only sold like one razor blade, and then they're like, because of men's technology, we have 2 razor blades. And then they're like, now we're going Mach 3 razor blades. And everyone was like, oh my God, men's.
I use a 5-blade.
Yeah.
I use a
yeah.
five
Now,
for the head.
now it's like nothing. Now there's going to be like a 10 blade where it's just, you just go like this.
Well, they had a skit like that on SNL back in the day when they were doing all that. They go, Blade 7, it does nothing. It's just there for the number. And then Blade 8, it cuts even more.
Yeah.
Like that. None of the actual things cut the hair as a whole. It was just like we're cutting layers of hair.
Yeah.
It's the same hair. Layer 12. Yeah, they brought that right back, and I was laughing my ass off right now. It was like, oh yeah, I remember that episode.
So it's I used my mom, and it was pink. I don't know if it was my mom's or my sister's blade. But it was pink, and, I almost got converted because I was like, man, this really cuts good. But then I started buying the 2-blade things. And
Are you a 2-blader?
I only now use blades on important days.
But your razor, how many blades does your razor come with?
I don't remember, because there was a time where you could buy razors, and it was the first ever like mail order razor thing.
The Dollar Shave thing?
Yes, I was in the Dollar Shave Club.
Were you really?
But they sent me so many razors that it was too much. It was overwhelming.
Stop.
And I had to cancel because I'm like, stop sending. I was calling them, stop sending me razors.
I don't shave that much.
I don't, and I still have them. I don't even know if that company went out of business, but I still
they're still around.
I still have all those razors, and I have like a trunk load full of them. So I don't even know what I got because I rarely use them. I only use them for like weddings. That's it. I think that's it. Just something like a wedding, something like super formal. Where I'm like, okay, I guess I'll be pretty clean shaven.
Ultimately, is this partly because you got rid of the chops? Did you shave more when you had the chops? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and now I just use my hair. I cut my own hair. I know this might be shocking news or breaking news.
You got the flow. What was that? What was that thing?
The Flowbee?
The Flowbee.
No. I just get hair clippers and there we go.
It's all one length?
Yeah, it's all 8. It's all 8.
It's
and then right here, I use it for my beard. That's a 2. And then I go 0 on here. And it's just a lot quicker. And I only shave
hair everywhere.
Yeah, but I only shave once a week.
Yeah, so do I.
And and cut my hair. So all that, but I wanted to
shave.
I wanted to look good for this, and I'm wearing a hat, obviously, but and I'm only wearing the hat because I'm like, I rarely wear this hat, so let me wear it.
I'm wearing a cardigan. I love a cardigan.
Yeah,
cardigan is like, it's like the best of both worlds. It's like I like a hoodie, I like a sweater, but it's like it's stylish, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's like a sports coat meets a hoodie.
Yeah, it's Danny who would call it his old man sweatshirt, and I'm like, I love old man sweaters.
I love it.
Yeah, so I have 2. He gave me one of his, and I wear it at home. And then I have a Dodger cardigan, which is pretty cool.
You have a Dodger cardigan?
Of course.
Of course
I do. Bless the internet, and I'm going to tell you why. I just learned how to tie a tie without tying the tie. It was pretty remarkable.
Oh, is that the one where he has it like this and he loops it? Does it work?
It works.
It does it? I'll try it.
I had one tie that I got because I couldn't find. I thought I had a black tie. It got lost, but then I found it. But I went and I bought another black tie just in case I needed it, and it wasn't. It was untied, and I'm like, I'll eventually learn how to tie this. And then I saw the internet thing about that, and I ran to it, and I did it. And I'm like, oh my God, the internet didn't lie. The internet's real.
The internet's real.
Yeah, so, if you don't know how to tie a tie, look it up on the internet. Super easy. Takes you, like, literally 2 seconds. Because my brother, he loves ties, and he's the guy that's in front of the mirror, doing the whole circus act.
The whole rigmarole.
Yes.
I love that word.
I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that for my ties. You have ties?
Do I have ties? I have ties. I have to wear ties. I often have to wear suits for work. But I wear sneakers with my suits because I have to walk several miles while I'm doing it. What do we have here?
Apples.
You cooked the apple? You grilled the apples?
I did. So, do you know how to tie a tie?
Now I do, thanks to the internet.
I mean, prior to that.
No. I would go to my brother and be like, tie this.
Yeah, no.
No,
I was that guy.
My brother-in-law used to do that to me. I'm like, can you tell me to tie?
You know how to tie ties?
Yeah. I used to tie my dad's ties.
Okay, that's
At
cool.
church. Yeah.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
I had to look on the internet to learn to tie a tie. Okay.
Super easy. Now they make it look like it's so easy and anyone can do it. So yeah.
So we have what were these? Jazz apples. These are my wife has
Transformers?
grilled jazz. At the pepperoni too.
Yeah, but the apples are hot.
I see that. They're
Yes.
smoking. So I'm gonna give it a second.
Smoke it.
Smoking.
Are you good?
So no, we're good. So did you notice? Did you see my Facebook post yesterday?
No. Yesterday I was enthralled, if you will. We hadn't used any of this equipment in
Quite some time.
quite some time. So I had to break everything out and test everything. And while I was breaking all this out, I was breaking all my other equipment out and
Just testing everything.
just testing because I have a shitload. I have so much equipment. I can make a cabinet and I can make 4 recording studios.
That's awesome. Actually,
No, it's not. It's stupid, but sometimes you just get so. No. I'm good because I got a beer here and I got this there.
it's been sitting there for a while.
The beer, that's
Yeah.
fine. You know me. I like beer. I can.
No, because I had posted. I was often I try to find a movie right to watch. It's hard because I could watch anything, but oftentimes I have to try to find something that I know my wife would be interested in watching and not just like, can we change this type of thing. And I was looking through, I think it was Tubi actually. Tubi has a lot of good movies.
I just got on the Tubi game.
Yeah, the Tubi game
like
is
4 days ago.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff on there. But they had The Toy.
Oh, with Robin Williams.
No. That's Toys. The Toy is with Richard Pryor in the 80s movie.
Okay.
And I was like, oh shit, this is the most racist movie I've ever seen. And I asked a question on Facebook, what is the most racist non-slave movie that wasn't trying to be racist, quote unquote, movie you've ever seen? Because most people say Blazing Saddles, because Blazing Saddles is just fucking...
No. Blazing, but that was it was racist for what's the word I'm looking for? It was for spoof. It was using it for it was more spoofumentary.
Just because it's comedy doesn't mean it's not racist.
But I mean, it was about racist. It was about racism.
Yeah.
But it was more of like a spoof on it.
Like you couldn't make that movie now.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
God, no. What is Jaws. Jaws was super racist. He did not eat any black people.
Because they weren't in the movie.
Racist.
Is that like fucking Jordan Peele, like racist zombies?
Yes.
Like, these are some racist ass zombies. I mean, technically,
Yeah.
he didn't like dark meat, but there wasn't any dark meat in the movie. So I mean, then who made the movie? Spielberg?
Yeah.
Maybe he was just racist. Spielberg's racist.
Jaws is a metaphor for America.
This needs to be the clip. That needs that right there is the tagline. Jaws is a metaphor for America. That's racist.
At that time.
Yeah. Now more than ever.
No, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, once Obama came in, I thought we were done with this shit. You know what I mean?
That shit came roaring back like the 20s when Trump got into presidency.
Yeah, that was
fuck them all.
That was ridiculous.
No, because I mean, I always joke that The Toy is the most racist movie I've ever seen because I'm like, again, and all these movies involve Richard Pryor because Richard Pryor was what the Boondocks was before the Boondocks, and The Toy was like, dude, a rich white guy bought his kid a black guy to play with. Like he's literally bought him a black guy. I'm like, that's from racist shit right there. So how does that happen? I mean, it was the 80s. It was maybe the 70s. I mean, when did that movie come out?
I think it came out in the 80s. That's maybe tail end.
No, it
tail
would
end
have been
of the 70s.
Beginning, yeah, tail end of the 70s. Okay.
Till beginnings of the 80s.
82. Yes, I was 2 years old. I didn't watch it when I was 2, but yes, that movie is racist as shit. I mean, it's great.
Yeah,
I'll watch it again, but I sound horrible. Because I mean, like you look at like
the Black Stallion, that was racist.
Just saying. Schindler's List was racist.
That was super racist.
Yeah, super racist. I mean, technically that could be the movie. I mean, racism isn't just about the black people. It's like they killed a bunch of Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but. That was the I posted that, like nobody answered. I'm like, and people who's scared to fucking to actually say like what's the most racist movie you've ever seen, and again it is a comedy, and I look at these movies like even like Don't Be a Menace to South Central because it was just
that was
like,
amazing.
It took every stereotype to the fucking extreme, and that was the thing. It's like that's why Boondocks was such a great show. It's like they took all the racism like we're showing you this so that you learn from this. Don't be this, and yet. Here we are.
You know, speaking of movies, I just in racism, I just saw You People.
I haven't seen it yet.
And it was about a Jewish person marrying somebody from Inglewood. I was just like, Inglewood.
I like how you're claiming this now.
I know. I have 1 year. I have a 1 year wait until I can really I can wear something that says Inglewood. Then I could be like, okay, you know.
Oh, you gotta wear that next time on the show. Like,
well, I gotta wait a year, July. I gotta wait till the end of July.
Okay.
And the Cove Cocktail Bar established in Inglewood, but established in Inglewood. But what's funny is how they romanticize podcasting.
Oh, really?
Yes. This is why I was like, you got to see, and it's just the first like 10 minutes of it, right? And Jonah Hill has another partner, and they're just talking, and they're just showing all these quick, fast clips of them talking, being hilarious, being edgy, being all the being all the verbs.
Yeah,
that's essentially what they were. You see them getting all these likes, and the guys tweaking knobs as they're talking and doing all this shit. And I'm just like, it's not like that. Like it's
well, not for us anyway.
Yeah. One of the most things that just took me out of it was they had a iPhone, and the iPhone was panning everywhere, and I'm like, iPhones don't do that. I'm like, this is such bullshit.
It's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
I can't believe this movie's unrealistic.
I know. I'm looking at his engineering skills. Those things don't cross. You're not supposed to know. Yeah.
It's like watching a movie with Mo. Mo, because he works for Warner Brothers, he was like, look at the lighting. The lighting's horrible in this. I go, can we just watch this fucking movie? Can you watch a movie without fucking critiquing what they should have done? Please, because I want to watch this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the lighting because we have lighting.
Yeah. Natural light.
Natural light. It is natural light.
Yeah. So I just wanted to see if you saw it.
I haven't yet.
I wanted to get your take on that. I mean, I'm not saying like you're a podcast expert or anything.
I
like
am not.
That.
Yes, I'm on a
But
podcast.
but you understand kind of.
I get the idea of it. Yeah. No, I guess a part of me hasn't watched it because it's just look who's coming to dinner.
Yes.
That's all it is. It's the 2020 version of Look Who's Coming to Dinner, which again, racist movie.
There we go.
Yeah, there's a racist movie, but that was supposed to be like, oh wait, you're marrying a black guy?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, no! What are we doing?
No, then there was the other one that was like in the 2000s. Like, oh my god, you're marrying Ashton Kutcher? Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, Look Who's Home. I think that was something like that. He actually has a new movie out. It was a Netflix maybe that we watched it. I think it was Netflix.
The Cooch.
The Cooch, and
I don't even know if that's a new thing, but I'm trying to make fetch happen.
Make fetch happen.
All right, Coocher.
Him and Reese Witherspoon. It's like a romantic comedy.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I mean,
it's a cute movie.
Reese Witherspoon only does cute movies.
Yeah, she doesn't really make. Well, no, she was in Cruel Intentions, wasn't she?
Yes,
that wasn't a cute movie.
That was a cute movie.
It was
with the cocaine and the sex.
It was cruelty cute.
Yeah.
It was not a rom-com.
It wasn't a com. It was a rom.
It was a drum.
It was
a romantic dramedy.
It was a Ron
Con.
Exactly.
A drum. It was a drama romance.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this.
It was a romance.
Romance. That wasn't romance. That was obscure teenage lust.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Selma Blair was in it.
It's exciting. I really enjoyed Wild Things.
Yeah. You had those two chicks in it. That other guy.
Yeah, that's
that other guy.
There was that guy there.
That was Denise Richards and Nev Campbell.
Yes. Yes, those two chicks. Yes.
There was some guy there somewhere.
Some guy in there.
Somewhere.
You know.
What is the best movie you've seen recently?
The best movie I've seen. Oh man, I've seen quite a few. I saw The Menu.
Okay.
The menu is good.
Yes.
It's really good. Although I was telling somebody, I was like when I watched it though, I couldn't help but feel it was Voldemort's like kitchen. You know what I mean? So I'm like, of course some crazy shit's gonna happen because fucking Voldemort's there. You know, I'm like, what good could happen?
Nothing good.
What I wanted though that movie to actually be was not horror. Of more of people, I was very interested in the conversations that were going on, and I thought that would have been an interesting take, you know, of just him. He was just there, just cooking, and them doing all the stuff, but like going really in depth with all these people, and you know, diving into that. I thought that was really interesting, and them really critiquing the food. I thought that was that first part was really cool. I mean, the whole movie was cool, but I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and I thought you would have too, because you know, since you're somewhat of a cook these days, and you know, I thought you would.
I appreciated what the movie was. The character that really got me was the one that came with the female main character. You know, the one that's like he's the
one guy.
One guy who was like the over foodie who was trying so hard to get the chef to like her and all this shit. And then like at the moment when the chef's like, "Hey, you know, we talked about this. You knew you came here to die."
Spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just,
I mean, we were trying to be discreet here.
Yeah, I think thank you, Annabelle. Spoiler alert.
I think everybody at this point is already fucking.
I don't know about that.
I think we need a disclosure when you post this. Disclosure.
Okay, I want to stop talking now.
No. But I mean, you already let the cat out of the bag.
But you know,
the two cats.
It's like when he had him cook and he didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was like, oh, this is the worst fucking thing I've ever read in my life.
No. When he's chopping things, he's like, oh my god, I think we found a new method to chop fucking onions or whatever it was. I was like, oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. Okay,
Baby, make one for Albert with that apple.
now.
Jazz apples.
let's say we got invited to the menu, right? And Voldemort was like, cook something for me.
Yes.
What would you make?
See, I think I do better with that than he does. With the on a whim kind of menu.
Yeah.
You gotta try it with
that.
Sir. I don't know. It's hard. Like I would.
It depends on the ingredients, right?
No, they had everything. Remember,
we
got
everything.
Even, by the way, they even had to go fucking bags. What establishment like that is like, oh yes, you can take our food to go? I'm like, no,
you're gonna die now. Take it to your deathbed. Do you like the apple?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would have cooked the steak. I mean, it's the thing that you would like. Because everything else I feel like needs to be prepped. I would have done a steak with garlic and butter. The saute with it. It would have been too hard to do potatoes, even though I like making potatoes. So probably would have done like a asparagus or a broccolini on the side, and then would I have done something else? Yeah, because everything else takes too long. I think it'd be quick.
Would you have done, Annabelle?
Well, I mean, and that's where I'm saying, like, on a whim, we've made random freaking meals. I'm just like, just throw that shit in there. Just throw this there. And, like, I would have just done a pasta.
I would have done avocado toast. Like, give me sourdough bread, give me avocados, we're done.
Are you gonna cut the little hole in the middle and make a little egg basket?
No, I'm not gonna get anything fancy.
Are you putting at least some red pepper flakes on top?
I'm putting red pepper flakes, salt, and pepper, and that's it. I'm like, there you go. This is a surefire win.
Not even like a fried egg?
No, I won't even get that.
I told him the egg in the basket, right? Like a little egg in the inside. Avocado toast.
Do you know how much eggs are? I don't think he had them.
Shit's expensive. They're like expensive as meat now.
I know.
It's horrible.
Fat dog.
Yeah. And yet we have some in the fridge.
I got a hard bowl though. So I'm gonna make a tuna salad.
You mean an egg salad?
No, tuna salad.
With egg?
Yeah, I put egg.
That's a new thing that
tuna salad.
I've never known that tuna had egg in it. Like that's a new phenomenon that like at work, that's how they make their tuna. I'm like, with egg?
With egg? Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I'm like, that's fucking
new to
weird.
Me too. Because I'm like, egg salad, tuna salad. Combine. Wow.
Choco Hooter.
If I can make
the Bundys, it's for Married with Children.
If I can make one request, can I get a whiskey and Coke?
Of course.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
As we
can I get a whiskey and Coke?
As we celebrate 150, by the way, and new season of Drinks Words By, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. We took a shot. I've had a cornucopious amount of alcohol in me.
Yeah.
And I haven't been. Full disclosure, I haven't been drinking at all. Mainly because I don't know why. I've been too busy. I've been too busy. I get home.
Too busy to drink.
Yeah.
You don't have the unwind beer? No.
I don't. When I get home, I go and I make food, and then whatever I'm having that week.
Hey, that's why you make food. That makes sense.
Yeah, and then that's it. Then I do that, take a shower, and there is no unwind drink.
Is there an equipment of like a kitchen equipment that you feel that you want to explore into?
Yes.
What is that?
And the internet, you bastard. Again, and it's
air fryer?
No, I have one.
Okay.
It's all over the internet, and it's all over the gram. And it's this like skillet thing with the lid.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
And they make it seem like it's so amazing. And I'm like, fuck, the promotion on this looks amazing. So there's that and a wok. Mm-hmm. Those are the two things that I'm like, oh man, maybe I do want this. Maybe I do need this. But
and you need a freaking Instapot like we have.
I have a air fryer. What's an Instapot? Instapot is like an air fryer?
Instapot does everything. Like you can cook stew in it. You can...
it's like a crock pot?
It's like a crock pot, but like on steroids.
No. See, when I crock pot, I love it because it's like 12-hour chili.
Yeah.
You could do it instantly and make it in an hour, but I don't want to eat my chili in an hour. I want my chili to be done in
a crock pot.
12 hours.
It's like literally, it's like one of the things that the crock pot does. I mean, the Instapot does.
I'm a slow guy, so I want everything slow. I want, have you guys done spaghetti in a crock pot? Yeah.
No.
If you have it's 14 hours, but
14-hour spaghetti. I think the noodle's a little overcooked at that point, buddy.
No, but you put it on slow.
Even at slow, the spaghetti is gonna be way overcooked at that point. Comes out perfect. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say you do need I recommend this to everybody. Everybody needs a vacuum seal. The vacuum seal is tremendous. I love it.
But the thing too, though,
I agree with you. I'm just saying.
But the thing too, like with me, is when I make something, it's already for the week. So not that I meal prep for the week, but it's like if I have meat, it's like, okay, that meat lasts at the end of the week, so I have that much time to use it until the end. So again, like even with it's funny because like I have a dishwasher that I'm only using to dry. Because I'm just like, I have 3 dishes. I'm like, what am I gonna throw that in the?
Yeah. Why do I need a full wash for that? Yeah. No, I get you completely. But yeah, that's the
perfect.
That's the like the one thing that my wife got, and I'm like, I love fucking vacuum sealing shit.
I know you showed me that steak.
Yeah, the steak is that is ginormous.
That is brontosaurus.
That is a big fucking cut of meat right there.
I just saw the Lost World Jurassic Park new one.
Horrible.
And that's what they fed the dinosaurs.
They fed them vacuum sealed steak like that.
Dude, that movie was so bad.
No, you know what I got? The biggest takeaway from that movie is anytime I'm in a confrontation, I got to do the Chris Pratt. Like, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. That's it. That get you out of everything.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see that happen. You at the bar. It's like, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You're crazy, bro.
Look at me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look at me.
Oh shit! All right. Sports,
ladies and gentlemen. Something that I've been dying to talk to you about. You would know this because you're a very cultured man, and you follow the golf.
I do not follow the golf.
What is it with Tiger Woods giving a guy a tampon? Was it
a joke.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a joke.
It wasn't like what? Because like. If you ever get a bloody nose, you're supposed to put a tampon up it, So I was like, maybe his like hands were sweaty or.
No, I don't know what the joke. I got the like the outside of this kind of like, oh, it was just a joke, and I'm like, here's the problem I have with social media and everything. Is like we pry way too much and overthink things way too much. It's like people are offended that he gave him a tampon. I go, dude, if it's 2 guys who are fucking friends, it's a fucking joke. It's a joke. You know what I mean? But that's what it was. I mean, he literally said it was just fucking. It was a joke. I don't know what the joke was about. I don't know if he called him a pussy.
It's an inside joke.
Yeah, it's an inside joke. I mean, let them enjoy their joke.
Do you think on the flight over there, Tiger was like, I need to stop off at the Walgreens
to grab a tampon?
Where is it? You know what I mean? And then he walks in. He's like, this is not the aisle I'm used to. And then he finally, then he finds it. What's that conversation like with the merchant person? Like, oh, I'm buying tampons. Like,
I don't think that they see such obscurity. It's like if you have like tampons, rope, and like razor blades, and I'm like,
well,
all right,
I think
something might be wrong here.
The bigger question is, Albert, are you afraid to buy tampons?
I am.
That's what came
it's
out
one
of
my
this
biggest
for me.
fears. It's one of my biggest fears.
Oh yeah, no.
It shows you're with somebody.
So but I'm not. That's why I'm. Everyone knows.
I mean, like, obviously not now.
Yeah, I buy them. They're like, Albert, we listen to the podcast. What the fuck?
Are you Albert?
Yeah.
Why are you buying tampons? You shouldn't be buying tampons. What are you buying these for?
I saw your 150 video. Yeah. The women's shoe section's over there.
Yeah, now anything that you buy women's like, oh my god, what's going on?
Like, think back to when we were younger and like people were afraid to buy condoms, and it's just like, really?
Oh no, I buy them all the time. I'm not using them, but I buy them. Like, yeah, I'm a player.
He needs to restock.
Yes.
That's why.
Because the old
They
ones
expired.
Still use them.
I have to have fresh ones. Yeah. For what, I don't know.
That's my pickup. These are the freshest condoms.
Yeah.
That your boyfriend's gonna use.
Here,
let me help you out.
Here, I have a condom. You should use this.
I saw how you're looking at her. Here you go.
Here you go, buddy. It's like I'm like condom Cupid over here. I think you guys need this. That would actually be funny. You should go around just like
right during.
Like I was noticing you guys on a date. Here you go.
But only on Valentine's Day.
Only on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Just walk around.
The condom Cupid strikes again.
We don't need November birthdays.
Right. It's October, November.
October, yeah. That's my son.
Wow.
Same with mine.
That's my son.
I was a preemie, so I'm still trying to track to when my parents had the encounter. So
is that important to you?
My son was a preemie as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
well, you always look like, why are all the kids born around the same time? Whose birthday was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Well, you know, but part of it too is like when I watch a movie and they're having a kid, they're like, I'm pregnant, you know, and they're always like, oh my god, it must have been this day, you know what I mean? They always like backtrack to what it was. And I'm just like,
those are usually one night stands.
Yeah, you're like, who could it have been?
Yeah.
That's what it is more than anything.
Yeah, when you're with somebody, it's not usually let's backtrack to the exact date.
Yeah. Oh my god! Yay.
And with that, since we're in sports, Rihanna, this is the new way to unveil. I like this
by doing a halftime show.
Yes, so now I mean she set the bar. Now if you're having a kid, you got to do the reveal at the halftime show.
That's funny. It's like, yeah.
I give her credit though. Like, I mean, she did it by herself.
I mean, there had to have been another person, you know, ASAP Rock.
No, I meant the show.
Oh, got it.
She didn't have a bunch of like cameo people.
Which was crazy because I knew Jay-Z was there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jay-Z the Z has to come out.
Nope.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, no, nobody came out.
I was like, oh my god, this is insane.
I give her credit for that.
I thought somebody was going to come in one of these platforms like, oh my god, look at Taylor Smith.
No. I thought, this is what I thought. I thought they were going to do the whole somebody comes in flying in on an umbrella.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I would have done it.
Well, no, because that's Chris Brown. And
no, she did Umbrella. He wasn't in that song, was he?
No. But if they're gonna come down on an umbrella, it's gonna be Chris Brown, and we don't want that.
Although that would have been a halftime show. Oh my god! Oh my god! Everybody would have talked like Chris Brown is there.
What did somebody say? All the dancers were the
sperm
that didn't fertilize the egg.
They were all the losers in that race.
Hey, you got to give her credit. She was pregnant for the entire duration of that show. She was fucking on a hanging platform and all this shit.
Yeah.
And like most pregnant women, are like, oh my god, I can't get out of bed. Like halftime show.
Yeah. Exactly. Rihanna, come on. Riri.
Did you like the Super Bowl? Was a good game.
I watched I partially watched it.
Is not
Yes.
Fetch isn't happening with Parsh.
Yeah, because I was working, so I wasn't supposed to work that day, but it came up that somebody got sick, so I had to go in for them, which I don't mind. I didn't see that hold that everyone's talking about. I didn't see shit. I did see the halftime show because I'm like. Look, guys, I didn't see shit. This is the one thing that you're not going to deprive me of.
Wait 15 minutes for your drink.
Exactly.
No, I mean, it was a good halftime show. It was a good game. It was like unlike the college football playoff game, which I didn't watch because I was outside soaking in the rain. But that was a debacle of a game, dude. Fucking with 63-7. I was like, that's horrible.
Yeah.
He won a good game. Again, I worked the Pro Bowl. I don't think the Pro Bowl needs to happen ever again because it's
no. Let me be in charge of the Pro Bowl. Okay. I did enjoy. Okay, I enjoyed the flag football, and I enjoyed that it was in They did three bursts.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we do is in the middle of those, we get the linemen. And I've been pitching this forever. We team them up with the celebrity chef, and then they're outside doing the big tailgate off. So they're cooking and with the chef, and we got celebrity judges, and they're eating all the foods, doing secret scores, and then we do like for all the cornerbacks. No. What am I missing? Just the linemen are the only ones really being left out of it. But I think that's what we do. We just do a little tailgate for the fans. We have the fans' favorite.
Yeah, tailgate cook-off. I get that. I can get behind that.
And then we split them. The offense does the barbecue. The defense does chili cook-off, or switch them every other year.
So what's your cook-off food? Like, what would you do at a tailgate cook-off?
I would love to do chili. However,
it takes forever.
It takes forever, and everyone's going to do it. I would do my favorite thing. Okay, this is what I've been obsessing for since I moved to Inglewood. Okay, it's peanut butter jelly pancakes with banana. It's my favorite thing. I look forward to it every weekend.
I don't like bananas.
Well, stop it. Stop it immediately. Then just do peanut butter and jelly pancakes.
How dare you? I told you to give that to Albert.
No, I wanted it for myself. I made it for myself.
What would you do? What would you do in a tailgate cook-off?
I do whiskey coke. What are you making this?
So the last tailgate that he and I went to together, he was like...
What tailgate was this?
There's chicken cooking on the barbecue. He's like... handing me the tongs, like I don't know how to cook that.
Were they tongs?
They were tongs.
Amongst
we
yourself.
can talk as much shit as we want right now about you, because your mouth is full. Can you please make Albert one?
It's cool. I know.
It's far.
I'm busy monitoring. You don't see all the monitoring happening.
Can I enjoy mine first?
No.
Okay.
There will be no enjoyment.
So obviously it's not chicken.
It has to be something with cheese, clearly. And by the way, for those listening, watching, whatevering, go ahead, email us, drinkswordsby@gmail.com. Let us know what you would do to change the Pro Bowl, or what you would do in a tailgate cook-off, or what you would make on the menu if Voldemort told you to, I'm sorry, Ray Fiennes. Well, let's get his, whatever, you know what I mean. If he said, hey, impress me with a meal, let us know. Email us. drinkswordsby@gmail.com, or go ahead, slide to the DM on the IG @drinkswordsby.
I'd make lamb chops with sauteed mushrooms and spinach and a puree of some sort. I don't know what vegetable. Maybe a carrot puree.
Have you ever made lamb chops?
I have made lamb chops. I made a whole leg of lamb. I made a leg of lamb. Yes, I have made lamb chops.
And are you comfortable with that?
I've made duck.
But
yes,
are you
I am very comfortable making lamb.
Okay.
Because lamb you can cook medium rare.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our sports segment.
Yeah, no, wait.
Tailgating.
XFL. XFL. It's on.
Yes.
The football ended.
Just started.
Football's back. And that's not even the only football league that's coming out this year.
No, what's going?
I think in April you have the USFL.
I thought I thought the XFL and the USFL were the same thing.
No, they're two different leagues.
Okay.
So it's like, it's confusing. It's like, dude, like, how many minor leagues can you have? Like, XFL is the Rock's project.
Right.
So I don't know if that's gonna work because it's the XFL and that died before, but it's the Rock, so people are gonna watch because it's the Rock. But the USFL was actually was a league before,
yeah.
So there was some history there. I don't know. We'll see.
I'll watch anything that's on TV these days. I've been really into watching golf in the morning. It's so boring and it's just, you know what? But I like quiet voices. I like them saying
very soothing.
Yeah. And they're walking up to the podium right now.
My thing is like, here's my thing is like, the commentator is nowhere near the golfer. Why are they being quiet?
That's
what makes it funny.
Why are they being quiet? Like,
That's a good one.
Like, oh man, you should see that hit. He's fucking he's four fucking holes away from me. He ain't hearing this shit.
Because, David,
Yeah.
maybe the vibrations of my voice will make the ball.
This is Caddyshack, dude. This is Caddyshack.
So for those of you that are not here, we are sitting right next to Albert and we can't hear anything.
Unless you're watching on our YouTube channel, which you can find at drinkswordsby.com.
It's like, dude, I never understand why the commentators are quiet. You're nowhere near. You're like on the 18th hole. He's on the first.
MLS is starting. I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm not. Next week, the Rose Bowl, they are having this little team play the LAFC, and it looks like it's selling out.
What's this little team?
There's some team called the Galaxy, and that's good for the MLS. MLS needs something like this. The LAFC winning was amazing, and I've been a supporter for a long time. Granted, they just started in 2016.
Yeah,
but
there's nobody fucking bigger fan that I know than fucking Ramon.
I got him into it. No.
That
Yeah,
dude,
he's a pretty big fan.
He's
Yeah,
part of like the groups and everything.
he sent me to the group. He's like, you need to be a part of this group. I'm like, all right.
I think he's got a tattoo too, right?
Does he?
I think he has an LFC.
Oh,
LAFC
I
tattoo.
need to see that. I need to see that.
I think he has that emblem tattooed on him.
Look. I think he does. You're right. But this is the first ever hat that was made. I bought it when it first ever came out because I thought it was a cool logo. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, it's a team?
It's a team.
I guess I'm going to like the team.
I just thought it was LA.
I know. I thought it was a fucking badass hat. You know? But I got it when it came out. And then they win the MLS Cup like 6 years later.
Oh, man.
I was watching on TV.
I was like, it's been a bad sports year for Philly.
Yeah.
Philly lost the World Series. They lost the MLS Cup, and they lost the Super Bowl. It's like, damn. Yeah. At least you're there. Like I can't hate. Like Cleveland doesn't even get to these things, and you're like, you lose. Every team that you have in professional sports is lost.
I mean, but it all goes back to the Oscars. It's like, well, I was nominated. Just being nominated is what counts. Like, well, I'd rather not be nominated and not lose, and then
I would rather be nominated and lose. I'm okay with like if it was the Oscars, like, you know, it's like.
Well, I mean, he's making it on the same standard, right? Like, at least you made it there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like I made it there. Like I would hate to be on like 20% Rotten Tomatoes. Like nobody watched a goddamn movie, right?
But in football, so at least you made it there.
Yeah, that's what I'm not debating that. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather be.
Which, going back to the movies, I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I love that movie. I fucking love that movie.
Very powerful movie, but I had to see it at least 2 or 3 times
to really get it.
I mean, I got it the first time, but it was on such this level of understanding that it was like I need to really go back and understand this again. Yeah. And it's funny because for those that don't know, I do produce a film podcast, which has gotten me. I got to see Ant-Man.
Oh yeah.
Recently,
I saw that
press screening of that before the normal people. But you know, so like I'm gonna go see Cocaine Bear in a couple of days for the press screening of that. I've been wanting to see that. Bear. But we had this talk because he was like, dude, what's a movie that you have to see twice? Because we were talking about everything all at once, and I'm like, but you have to understand it's on such this cosmic level that, you know, you have to see it a few times. And I'm like, and that's good for the movie because it brings up the the ticket count up. You know what I mean?
Dude, when I watched it and I looked at it and I'm like, dude, this movie has such an understanding of the multiverse.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
To the concept of having to deal with the multiverse. Like, she was so confused at first, and then she as she's learning and progressing, and then
no spoilers.
And then it has data.
Yeah.
It has data, and I was like,
yeah.
Data, he's back,
yeah,
bitches. So yeah, I actually love that movie. I've only seen it once, but I love that movie. That's kind of like there's another movie that I talked up a lot, and somebody didn't like it the first time, and I was like, you're so wrong. And then they watched it again and go, I see what you're saying. It was a good movie. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
I saw it in theaters. Yes.
Yes. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It is an amazing movie. It's so fun. It wasn't trying to be an Oscar winner. It was trying to be what it was.
Good soundtrack.
And it fucking performed amazingly to be what it was. And that's all I ever want for movies sometimes. It's like, I don't need an Oscar movie. I don't need to fucking watch, Saving Private Ryan like 17 times. I get it. It's a classic.
What about that Irish movie that's out? The Ed Sheeran of Sheeran's Friends.
Oh, with
Colin Farrell.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, that movie is just. I saw it. I'm like, why is this winning? Why is this getting so much praise?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all about stuffy movies. I love movies.
Yeah.
Whether they're stuffy, whether they're not, whether they're, you know what I mean. But I'm just like, I don't get it. I'm like, this just seems like a movie that the Academy is just jacking off to. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get what the praise.
The hype is about. Yeah.
Last call for topics, by the way.
Last call for topics. Anything for you? No. I have nothing.
I had somebody request a topic.
Really?
Yes, I got some people to actually listen to the show. Guys,
thank you
so
much.
Yes, and by the way, guys, share the link, share the show, let people know what's happening right here on Drinks to Words By. And
we're your friends, right? we're your friends.
You don't
like us.
You don't donate us money, but you can if you log on to drinkstowordsby.com. But if you don't have money,
have a Venmo.
Yeah, Drinks to Words By. But share the link. If you can't give us money, give us a share and share us. But I told a few people about it, and one of them was like, "Oh, dude, I got a question for you. I got a thing," and I was like, "Okay." And so this is the question that they asked for us, which is, what is your nightcap? Your nightcap drink.
Nightcap drink. We actually usually end the night with a shot.
No, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
We end the night with the Maker's Mark shot.
Well, it's usually a Whistle Pig 12-year,
Yeah.
depending on the availability.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yes.
It's difficult to find Whistle Pig 12-year, it's for $120 a fucking bottle.
Yeah.
But we usually take a shot to end the night. That's the nightcap, so to speak.
Yeah, I was trying to tell them, and then they just hit me. My nightcap is usually a martini.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's usually that when it's martini time, that's when you know it's over.
No, we know it's over before martini
well,
time.
Yeah.
Martini time is just like, oh, here we go. Let me take his keys.
Yeah.
Should we order some olives right now? We have vodka. We can make some fucking. We have
vodka.
Gin. I know. What are you talking about? Vodka, gin.
Thank you.
We have
martini,
gin.
give me either one. We have both.
How dare you, sir?
We can get olives.
No, don't.
Olives
don't
and
worry
Sprite.
Don't worry about it.
It's some fucking.
We'll get some SB for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annabelle and David, for hosting this epic 150th show.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, thank you for driving all the way out here.
Yeah, didn't want to, but I'm glad I didn't.
You didn't say no.
Yeah.
You didn't say no.
I was like,
you had a choice.
Free booze, free drink.
Yeah.
Free booze, free food. Yeah, I'm gonna come.
Free booze, free drink.
Yeah. I knew I said it wrong.
Doesn't matter.
This is not my first drink. This is still better than our 100 that we were fucking plastered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chills here.
Yeah. So I think we finished with the last call for the.
If you have any topics that you would like us to discuss, or if you want to question or comment on any topics that we have discussed, please email us, write us, just
drop it on the
drop
YouTube.
a comment on the YouTubes.
Yeah, do something.
We appreciate any type of like just, hey, you guys made me laugh, or hey, this is my racist movie.
Yeah. What's your racist movie?
What? Jaws. I'm like, Spielberg. It's making more sense now. We actually need
recipes.
We need some liquor. Oh, if there's any recipes, what would you tailgate? What is your go-to meal? What if you had to cook something? If you had to be on the menu, you had to cook a meal to save your life.
What's a podcast appetizer?
Yeah, podcast appetizer. Let us know. And if you're a female and single, let us know. Most important.
Let Albert know.
Let Albert know. Or if you have friends that are single, let us know.
If you have friends of friends or friends who are single, let us know.
If your dog has a friend that has another friend of a dog that has whatever.
If your friend has fish and likes guys who have fish.
Yeah, let us know.
You have a friend who likes cold showers.
Yeah.
How's your Tetra going?
What's that?
How's your Tetras?
My Tetras? Are you talking about my Herbie?
Yeah.
He's doing great. I will say this. So I left for about a week for Mexico. And while I was there, all I could think about was Herbie. I didn't feel right leaving him. There's these pellets that they sell that are good for a week.
Yeah.
And I dropped it in, and I'm like, oh my God, this is 7 days. I was there for 8 days. On the 8th day, I came back. On the 8th day, I arose. And I came back.
From the tequila stupor.
Yes, from the mezcal. I was drinking mezcal out there. And dude, I was shitting it. I was like, fuck, I hope Herbie's alive. And so, thank you. So I get back, and the first thing I did was I brought in all my gear, dropped it off, ran to the aquarium, and I looked around. I'm like, Herbert. Herbert. It got official after a while. I'm like, Herbert, where are you? And I saw him laying there. He looked dead. And I'm like, oh my God, fucking Herbert died while I was in fucking Mexico. No, And I was fucking sad. And then Herbert just wakes up and then just starts twirling around. I'm like, oh my fucking Herbert. You played dead for me, you motherfucker. You son of a gun.
He's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
How dare you
leave
me for a week.
I got you.
Yeah, so I'm just like, oh my God, fucking Herbert. But, I will say this. That was the hardest part of going to Mexico, is just leaving my fish there and then hopefully thinking does this pellet work? Does this really happen?
It doesn't always actually. So I've had fish before, and we've done the 7-day pellets, and they don't always.
Well, thanks for scaring me, because I'm like, okay.
Apparently yours worked, right?
Yeah.
Because you only had one fish.
Yeah.
But in other,
fish,
it doesn't dissipate the way that it's supposed to. I've come back to dead fish and a half-eaten pellet.
Wow. Yeah. So I was really. It was traumatizing, but luckily, Herbert was okay, and me and Herbert are cool, man. He's my TV buddy, he's my music buddy, so,
Real quick, I had a topic. We're going back real quick. Now that you bring up music buddy, do you music while you shower?
No, because there's a fan going on. There's a thing going on, so it's tough to hear.
Because I was like, whenever I don't really.
Whenever I pre-shower, I'll listen to either like the Dodger talk or Charger talk or some sort of sports or news or something like that. Because
I music while I shave. and I tend to have music on while I'm shaving, and I just because I have this weird routine. So I shave my head, and then I'll shower, and then I'll shave my face after I shower.
That's where you should shave your head in your shower. Just get those two out and exfoliate your pores while you're in the shower.
But it's like I don't spend a lot of time in the shower, and I don't have a mirror in the shower, and it's like I can't, and we don't get the same water pressure out of a shower. So then I'm just got clogged fucking razor. It's fucking horrible. So head, shower, face. But I've come to the realization that I'm very hip hoppy when I shave. I don't know if it's like the gangster in me. Like I'm getting my bald head.
Are you doing the Fresh and So Clean?
No. I tend to listen. I have Gangstar Radio on Pandora.
Love Gangstar. Huge fan. Yeah. Huge fan.
So most of the music that comes on is East Coast, like 90s hip hop from back in the East Coast. So yeah, very very into my hip hop when I'm shaving.
What do you listen to while you're shaving and showering? Email us, drinkstorsby@gmail.com. Let us know. When I listen to music, it's usually while I'm doing stuff. So whether I'm cleaning the house or checking gear or just like that, that's become my new thing. Like, okay, and I usually have it on the Radiohead channel for the most part. You know, I'm a big Radiohead fan, so I'm usually doing that. Any more topics?
No, it just came up because you were talking about the music with the fish.
Yeah. Okay, guys. What do we usually do from there? Oh yes. Hey, we have a website. It's called drinkstorsby.com. There you could see the plethora of streaming partners that we're available on. Go ahead and click there and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment, suggestion, whatever. We also have an email. Contact us and let us know that you...
If you ever want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Please.
New season, new guests.
New guests.
Yeah. Go ahead, contact us. Let us know if you want to be on. If you want to be on virtually, or we're trying to do at least one episode a month, if not every other month, at the Cove, and we'll be in there for that. So if you want to come to the Cove with us for one episode, we're down for that too. Just let us know if you want to do virtual or whatever. Tons of options for you to be available. And of course, all that is available on drinkstorsby.com. We have a donation button. Hit us the Venmo. If you like what we do, if you want to, buy us around, buy us a drink, buy us a bottle, we would really appreciate that, because we're doing all this out of our own pockets. And quite frankly, it's expensive. We're...
the gas just to get here.
I know. I paid $40 in gas just to get here and to get home. Fucking, I'm shaking you down. Give us some money. Give us some money, guys.
It's getting serious.
Yeah.
It's getting serious.
Yeah. We're at 150 shows and we've only received maybe $14.
No. When we first were started, we got a couple of donations, and then that kind of died out. But we do have some loyal listeners. So
yes,
you can pay less, but
no, pay more, pay double.
No, because you actually listen. You're
yes.
Our viewers.
Yes.
Yeah. Final cheers.
Final cheers. What are we cheersing to this week, David Macias? 150.
150. Okay. So again, me and the wife. Cheers to us, you and I.
I thought you were looking at Annabelle. I'm like, yes, me too.
Yeah, well, I was going to go to her. So it's a lot. So first, us, because us, we've... who knew what this would become?
Right.
When we jokingly said, yeah, let's do a podcast outside of the Cove. And the friendship that's grown from that. And then to us, and every day moving forward, and always getting through everything together. That's my cheers.
Annabelle, cheersing. Not cheersing to anything. No worries. I am going to cheers to life and to those that are not with us. We lost a lot of people during the break. A lot of friends, a lot of creatives, a lot of a little bit of everybody in our circle of life. And, you know, I there are no words to describe this crazy thing that we call life, this universe that we're living in. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to wake up every day and say, holy shit, you know, I have alcohol. It's fucking great. And I'm thanking you guys for being a part of it, thanking you guys for being in it. And, you know, here's to 200. Cheers, guys. Oh, wait, that's right. I had a shot.
I don't know what you were doing there.
I was in the moment. Smooth. Oh,
always
man.
a pleasure, everybody. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Albert.
Yeah, thank you guys. And thanks for being a part of it. And that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Drinks to Words by David. It's time for you to kick them out.
I'm out that game. I'm just asking you nicely. Please come back.
Till tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We're out. Bye.